guys, it's Lana here. Today's video is the best and worst of K-beauty. If you guys want my YesStyle link, use that link. I did have a discount code. It may have expired. Try it anyway. It's LANA10, Lana10 for 10% off at YesStyle. If it's expired, let me know and I will get onto them and I'll tell them that code expired. My subscribers, my friends need that 10% off. So give it to them. Let's get into it. Let's talk about foundations. Lots of Korean brands have very limited foundation shades. So yeah, trying to find those darker shades is difficult. One of the foundations that I tried was from Holika Holika. It's the hardcover glow foundation. And this foundation is in collaboration with a YouTube creator named Chilla, a Korean woman. She decided to let her tan shine. She became quite well known for it. She collaborated with them and she made this darker shade. I can only wear this when I've got a slight tan. Otherwise it does look a bit dark for me. It's pretty sheer. It's not a full coverage. I just really like it. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a glowy foundation. I think it said that it was full coverage. It's not in comparison to what we're used to when we're talking full coverage. We're talking like studio fix. It does contain SPF 20. Packaging is recyclable. We like that. This is really a product that's kind of best left by itself on the face, I think. So if you do have clearer skin, if you do have fewer blemishes, if you don't mind your blemishes showing through, or if you are just looking for something that's light coverage, then the Holika Holika Glow Foundation is gonna be splendid for you. And then, because, you know, I was filled with some kind of confidence, I was like, oh yes, there are shades that exist in Korean foundations that match my skin tone, so let me just go and buy a few more.
First of all, you're stupid.
I decided to go and buy the darkest shade that was available on the YesStyle website in this VDL foundation. The shade is VO4, and as far as I know it was the darkest shade, but this is what it came out like. Very too pale. No, it's just not gonna work, is it? I've actually never used that. It's not a judgment on the foundation itself. The foundation might be very good. It's just, it has a very limited shade range and just not dark enough for me, and I was just disappointed with it, which is why it's ended up in the worst of. Let's talk best of. I want to give these an award, literally. I want to call these maybe the best products that I've tried all year. Like, I can't get enough of these. I want to order every single colour, but unfortunately some of them are sold out on the YesStyle website. If anyone can tell me where else I can get them from, then please do. Otherwise I'm gonna have to take another trip back to Korea. These are the 3CE Take a Layer pots. I'm obsessed with them. I have the shade Cabbage Rose, which is this one, and we have this one which is Morning Skinny. So Morning Skinny is definitely my more favorite one. These are essentially cream pigments. No one's gonna tell you where to wear it on your face, what to do with it, how to use it, what to do. Do with it whatever the hell you want. You can have a really uniform look, and it's so flattering to have your eyes match your cheeks, match your lips, and the colors are so flattering. So I do it all the time with this one. Like, sometimes I head out, like if I'm staying somewhere overnight, I will literally just bring the Take a Layer pot. I don't bring a compact mirror or anything because it has this in it, so that already cuts one thing out. I don't need to bring a lip color because I have this. I don't need to bring a blush because I have this. I don't need to bring an eyeshadow because I have this. So that cuts out so many things. It looks moisturizing, you know. It's just beautiful. They are just so smooth on the skin. They look so moisturized. They look so healthy. You just sort of pat it on. You do the same on your lips. You do the same up here. It doesn't crease in my eyes. It doesn't crease on my lips. And it just looks so healthy. It's just like a rich color, and you can blend it out and you can build on it. Ah, there you go. This is like an ASMR video. No. And now we're going to another worst of. So I decided to put this product after those because it's another 3CE product. I don't know what happened, because when I was in Korea, I was trying out a whole bunch of 3CE eyeshadow palettes, and I remember I really wanted them, but you know, my bags were full and I was broke. So I didn't buy any. Cut to me a few months later shopping on YesStyle, and I come across the Beach Muse 3CE multi-eye color palette. There's a lot of pinks in here. The only time that I've used this is when I went to go and see BTS in Paris. I had a VIP ticket. I was going to be front row. So, you know, I went all out. I basically had like a boy with love outfit on. I had a pink shirt. I had pink trousers. And all of my makeup was pink as well. Like, I was boy with love, you know. That's the only time I've worn this. I just think that these colors, they just don't suit me. It's only going to work on a very very specific skin tone and a very specific type of person. Yeah, like when I put this on my eyes, it does not have the effect that I was looking for, you know? I mean, this is a very girly palette, and I'm sure if that's your personality, if you can pull off pink eyeshadow makeup looks, this is going to be your best friend. But I just think that it's just too specific and just not versatile enough. I guess I just didn't like the colour payoff with this, and I was kind of disappointed. I was expecting big things from a 3CE eyeshadow palette, and I just didn't get that. And another thing, these are holy grail for a reason. They have mirrors. That's why this is a makeup bag essential. If you know how good it is to have mirrors, then why is there no mirror? Why is there no mirror?
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Now moving on to a best of. This one is by Etude House. So, you know, I think Etude House gets a bit of stick because they're kind of like a play makeup house. Like when you go to Korea and you see an Etude House and it looks like a little doll's house, like, you know, all the Etude houses, they look like doll's houses, and the makeup inside can sometimes be like a bit gimmicky, quite teen. Sometimes they do pull things out of the bag. This one is the Juice Bar. I really like it. Like I said, I really do like to go for like these orange colours. I just use those. Part of the reason I loved it so much is because it does have a mirror. It just makes it so much more handy. This shade right here is really what was my fave. It's very glittery. It has the same standard of shimmer as the 3CE does, and this is just a fraction of the price of what the 3CE eyeshadow palette was. Like this palette was maybe like 30 something pounds. This one is more like 10. And you will find that, you know, for some shades the colour payoff isn't as good, but for this palette in particular, I just really liked it. I just thought it was fun, it's cute, I like the shades, the shimmer was good. I was able to create like just some nice peachy makeup looks in the spring and summer, and I really liked it. Now we're moving on into a different direction. We're going to talk about a couple of brow products. Both of these are worsts of, because I just really don't like them and I don't think they do anything for me. So the first one is the 7 Days Tattoo Brow, and this is by TonyMoly. I got this and I was super hopeful about it. I even filmed a whole video about this and I never posted it because it was so disappointing. Basically, it's a 7-day tattoo brow. You're supposed to tattoo your brows on, leave it overnight, and then when you rinse it off, the finished effect will last for 7 days. It's supposed to kind of be like henna. The whole thing disappeared. It's supposed to be like a really dark shade. There's nothing to it. Like it's just not dark enough. You know, not everybody wants to have really pale eyebrows. If this is the darkest shade, then the next shade up must be like water, because this is really bloody pale. I just think it's a bit pointless, really. Just don't buy it. Just don't. You don't need it. The next useless brow product. So this is an Innis-free Auto Eyebrow Pencil. Two best of products that I have been using pretty much every day, like in combination, is these two concealers. The first one, this is the Moist Creamy Concealer by Etude. It's a bit light for me, so I use it under my eyes just to brighten the area. Probably put a bit here as well. It's very, very creamy, very moisturizing. I find that it doesn't really go cakey, it doesn't crease up. And then I use the Espoire, because of the shade of this does match my skin a bit more closely. So this is what I use to cover up the blemish marks on my skin. Just lasts really well. It's become a staple of my makeup bag. They call this like the taping concealer. I think that's why I tried it, because, you know, it's like the tape shape tape from Tarte, so they call this taping concealer. I don't know if taping is like a real makeup term, like if taping actually means something. This is the taping concealer by Espoire in the shade Deep. Can I be brutal and basically say this whole brand is a worst of? It's Eiborian, and to be fair, this may not necessarily be like K-beauty. I mean, it says Korean skin therapy, like a Korean and French fusion brand. They don't work. So they have this Sweet Poppy colour pen for your lips. I gave it a go because I like the colour. It's a very bright and vibrant red. You can't apply it with this nib. You can't. If you try to apply it with this nib, it's going to look streaky. It's just going to look ridiculous. It's not going to work. So you have to dab it in with your finger, but it kind of stains. It doesn't look right. But then I just feel like it sinks into the creases on my lips. Somehow my lips end up drying out, so it just looks bad. And then another product that I had from them was the CC cream. This product, it will all gather in areas of dry skin. It will gather up in your nose, like around here, and it will gather up like here. It doesn't matter how much you blend it because you can't blend it. It's like impossible to blend. Ah!
Alright, let's tell each other a secret about ourselves. I'm gonna go first. I hate you.
I've got a couple of cheek products. One of them is by Holika Holika. One of them is by 3CE. One of them's a best and one of them's a worst. Can you guess which one? I mean, the fact that one of them looks kind of tired, worn out, used, and the fact that the other one is still in the box, I mean, it calls itself a highlighter, but it's like a matte, a matte highlighter? Are you out of your mind? Okay, so it has this huge sweeping brush. This is another example of 3CE having a brush and a mirror. Why can't they do this on their eyeshadow products? I feel like all that did is it just put sort of like a white cast on top of my cheeks. It didn't actually like, it hasn't added any glow or anything like that. It's just a white cast. I mean, no. No. I mean, no. So the Holika Holika, this is a highlighter. This is a Lumi cheek, so they call it like a cheek illuminator, right? So maybe a bit different to a highlighter. It's a cheek illuminator. And this one is in caramel luster. So I like it because it does have some pigment in it. So you can use it as a blush, but if you just put it a bit higher up in your cheeks, you wouldn't really want this on the apples of your cheeks because it would look a little bit weird because it is so illuminating. It does have that sort of highlighting function, so you don't really want to have it on the apples of your cheeks. So if you could maybe put it like here, and it just gives you such a healthy looking glow. I really love it. It's great for the summertime. It works really well with my tan. I just love how just healthy and glowy it makes me look, and it looks really natural as well. So that's the new drop from Holika Holika. I don't know if I'm being harsh right now, but I wanted to put another product in the worst of because I have a lot of best of coming up. I bought this because I was still on the hunt for the perfect shimmery, subtly glittery, just, you know, just angelic eyeshadow. I just wanted to have like actual glitter, but just really small. More than shimmer, but not quite glitter. It looks like I bleed glitter. Like, so I saw that Taylor R, like I love watching Taylor R, and she ordered a bling bling stick from Etude House. So I ordered a bling bling stick from Etude House.
I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops.
This one is Rose Star, so I wasn't expecting it first of all to be as red and rosy as it is. It was actually not, it's more tangerine. But I'd say it's definitely more pigment, less glitter than what I expected, especially for a product that's called bling bling. Like, if you are gonna call your product bling bling, you know, like, where's the bling? So this is the Shine Chic Lip Lacquer. It's just divine. It's very moisturizing. It's a very runny product, and when you put it on, it's just, it's beautiful. You like, I tend to just like, I put a few dots like this, dab it across my lips. It feels moisturizing. You know, sometimes I feel like I don't even need a lip balm because I just use this and suddenly my lips feel like a tad moisturized again. Ooh, I feel alive. This one is in the shade Lavender Breeze, and I feel like maybe I should pick up more of these because I do really like them. They're very buildable and they just apply so smoothly. The smell is fruity. It smells as though it's going to quench your thirst, and it does. The next one is by Moonshot. So I'm not sure how Moonshot works. I'm not sure if it's like a standalone brand that collaborates with Yes Style or whether it's like Yes Style's brand. This is the Moonshot Cream Paint, and this is the shade Chili Chestnut. Dude, Chili Chestnut, that sounds like my shade. That sounds divine, and it looks divine. Look at this. Like, it is that rust, it's that burnt orange, it's that autumn shade. So that is just with a little bit on. You can build on that, you can make it look darker, fuller, but you know, just for the purpose of this video, I just wanted to try a little bit and I just really love it. So this is a VT Cosmetics collaboration with BT21. This is Van. I wasn't expecting these to be good. Oh my god. I think because they are like cartoon characters, and usually makeup products that feature cartoon characters, they're just usually not very good. But then like kind of forgetting that VT Cosmetics itself is like a reputable cosmetics brand. So let me just swatch this on my hand. You guys can see like how this, I mean, look. I love it. My skin tone, and if you do have maybe tan or olive type skin tone, this is gonna look really good. Also, I think even if you're pale, you know, I'm just imagining that that is gonna look good on a lot of different skin tones. It's very flattering, and also this is not drying. It does have a little bit of moisture in it. It's not chalky or anything like that. Love that. And also because it is so cute. I mean, it's Van. This is another Etude House product. It's not makeup though, it's a lash serum, and I'm still in the trial phase. Like, I've only just really started using it in the past week or so I can't really tell you whether my lashes are gonna thrive or not. Like, I've got really short lashes naturally. I just thought, you know, how can we help this? Let's try some lash serum. I don't know if it's gonna work, so yeah, that's the lash serum. This is the Stylenanda Back to Baby Pore Velvet Primer. I'm gonna put this in my best of because when I put this on my nose, instantly my nose looks poreless. When I put it here, it looks poreless. When I put it here, it looks creaseless. It does give me a smoother base when I am first applying my makeup. This is one of the Etude House Play sticks, and this is Play 101 stick. It's the Contour Duo. This is number 2 Intense. So I think, again, this is one of the darker ones. This side, as you can see, like, I really haven't used very much of it. Like, it can go all the way up there. And this is what you would put on the tops of your cheeks, on your brow bone, to highlight. I have other highlights that I use for that, so I don't really use it. This one, however, oh my god, I've used it all the way down to the nub. So this is the contour shade. This goes in the hollows of your cheeks, down the sides of your nose, on your forehead, down your jaw, to give you that more chiseled shape. This one did work better for me back when I first got it, like back in April when I didn't really have a tan. Now it's not really dark enough to make any sort of impact on my tan skin, so I haven't been using it as often, but as you can see, I've used it a lot. It's just really smooth, and I just feel like I just really like the shade. In terms of contour shades, it's not too warm, it's not too brassy, it doesn't look ridiculous, it doesn't look muddy, it just looks quite subtle. It really buffs in really smoothly and everything like that. This next product is a brand that I haven't spoken about yet. It is Pony Effect, and I was so excited to try a product from Pony Effect. I love Pony. I've been following her on Instagram for the longest time. This is the Favorite Fluid Lip Tint. Maybe I'm just not the biggest fan of lip tint. For a tint, it was just, I mean, it does more than what a tint should. It dried out my lips, which, you know, obviously I'm not a fan of. It doesn't play well with other lips. So when you first apply it, it's a bit confusing. When you first apply it, it has like kind of like a gel consistency, or, you know, you might think it's going to be moisturizing, and then you leave it for 10 minutes and it's just not. Maybe I could give it another go, but it's really just not what I wanted. I think that in terms of like how well you can build this and things, I think a product that works better for this usage is this one. Like this, the Shine Chic Lip Liqueur from Etude House. I know it's a lip liqueur and it's different from a lip tint, but I just feel like this would be a lot better if it were more like this. It's just not ideal, really. You see what I mean? It has that consistency where you would think, oh yeah, that's gonna be moisturizing, that's gonna be scrummy. Then it's just not, and it's just like a bit disappointing, isn't it? This 3CE. Now this, I got it because it's cute, you know. I love cute things. I'm a sucker for anything that's like heart shaped and stuff like that. Like, I just want to be that bitch, you know, the one that is everything that I own is heart shaped. I mean, they weren't really clear what kind of product this is. They say it's a 3CE Heart Pot Lip. I think what I thought this was gonna be was just more of a high gloss version of the Take a Layer pots. And it's not very high gloss for one, and it's just very drying. Like, you see this, you think, oh yeah, that's glossy, that's creamy. It sinks into the creases on your lips. It's just not a very good product. You don't need these. I've been using like CosRX, I don't know how to pronounce it. For the longest time I was saying like corks, and then I realized that the letters are not how I thought they were. I had this huge parcel from VT Cosmetics, and they gave me like this big BTS like stand thing. So if you guys want to see more, then definitely let me know in the comments, or get me on Instagram for the live updates, and I'll be posting whenever I receive them and stuff like that. I really hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 300,000 subscribers, which is insane. Just over a year ago I reached 100,000 subscribers, and now we're at like 300. Like, that's just crazy. It just like boggles my mind to think about it. Help us get there, and follow me on Instagram as well. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.